Have you ever wondered what it was like to live in the Roman Empire? To walk down streets paved 2,000 years ago, to see bustling markets, grand theaters, and luxurious homes filled with art. Let's travel back in time, not just to any Roman city, but to one of the most vibrant and prosperous of them all, Pompeii. In the year 79 AD, Pompeii was a jewel on the Bay of Naples. Picture it. The sun is warm on your skin. The air is filled with the scent of fresh-baked bread from the many bakeries, the chatter of merchants in the forum, and the distant sounds of laughter from the public baths. The streets are alive. Chariots rattle over the large paving stones. Politicians debate in the basilica, and wealthy citizens recline in their stunning villas, their walls adorned with frescoes of mythical gods and lush landscapes. Life here was good. Pompeii was a resort town for Rome's elite. They came for the pleasant climate, the fertile land thanks to the rich volcanic soil, and the sheer beauty of the location, nestled right under the watchful gaze of the mountain they called Vesuvius. They had no idea that this very mountain, the source of their prosperity, was a sleeping giant. To them, it was just a beautiful, green backdrop to their idyllic lives, perfect for growing grapes and olives. They had no word for volcano. Why would they need one? Vesuvius had been silent for centuries, but deep beneath the earth, something was stirring. 4 days, even weeks leading up to the cataclysm, the ground had been trembling. Small earthquakes were common in this region, so most Pompeians thought little of it. Water sources dried up, animals acted strangely, but these were just whispers of the coming storm, easily ignored in the hustle and bustle of daily life. They continued to trade, to feast, to love, and to live, completely unaware that they were standing on the edge of history. Then, around noon, on a late summer day, the world changed forever. A deafening explosion, louder than anything anyone had ever heard, ripped through the air. The very ground shook with violent force. All eyes turned to the mountain. What they saw was a sight of pure, unimaginable terror. The top of Mount Vesuvius had blown off, and a column of smoke, ash, and pumice was rocketing into the sky, miles high. It spread out like the branches of a pine tree, a dark, monstrous form blotting out the sun and turning day into an eerie twilight. Panic erupted. The vibrant city descended into chaos. People flooded the streets, their faces etched with confusion and fear. Where do you run when the sky itself is falling? The initial eruption rained down not lava, but a thick blanket of lightweight pumice stones and hot ash. It piled up at an astonishing rate, several inches every hour. Roofs began to collapse under the weight. The air grew thick and choked with abrasive dust, making it impossible to breathe. The world was plunged into complete, terrifying darkness, punctuated only by flashes of volcanic lightning cracking through the apocalyptic cloud. Some people tried to flee immediately, racing towards the sea, hoping to escape by boat. Others hesitated, choosing to shelter in their homes, believing the storm would pass. They huddled in cellars, clutching their loved ones, praying to their gods for deliverance. This decision, for many, would be a fatal one. The sheer volume of falling debris made escape by foot treacherous and slow. The sea, once a symbol of escape, was now a churning, violent mass, with tsunamis generated by the eruption making any voyage impossible. As the hours wore on, the nature of the disaster shifted into something even more terrifying. The colossal column of ash in the sky, now too heavy to support its own weight, collapsed. This triggered the most lethal phase of the eruption, the pyroclastic surge. It's a superheated avalanche of gas, ash, and rock, moving at hurricane speeds, hundreds of miles per hour, and hotter than an oven. The first surge roared down the side of Vesuvius, instantly obliterating the nearby town of Herculaneum. Pompeii's turn was next. A series of these deadly surges, one after another, swept through the city. There was no escape, no place to hide. The heat was so intense that it killed people instantly, before the ash even touched them. It was a silent, swift death. The wave of superheated gas and ash then entombed everything it touched. It flowed through the streets, into every open door and window, filling every room, perfectly preserving the final moments of the city and its people. In less than 24 hours, Pompeii, a city of up to 20,000 people, was gone, buried under more than 20 feet of volcanic material. It vanished from the face of the earth, its name and location eventually lost to memory. For nearly 1,700 years, it lay silent and undisturbed, a lost world frozen in time. When explorers rediscovered the city in the 18th century, they found something extraordinary. The layers of ash and pumice had acted as a perfect preservative. They found buildings intact, with furniture still in place. They found loaves of bread still in the ovens, coins left on shop counters, and vibrant frescoes on the walls, their colors as bright as the day they were painted. It was a complete snapshot of Roman life. But the most haunting discovery came later. Archaeologists noticed that there were empty spaces, strange voids, within the hardened ash layers. They realized these were the spaces left by the decomposed bodies of the victims. An ingenious archaeologist named Giuseppe Fiorelli developed a technique to pour liquid plaster into these hollows. Once the plaster hardened, the surrounding ash was carefully chipped away, revealing a perfect cast of the person's final posture. These plaster casts are what give Pompeii its profound and tragic human element. They are not statues. They are the final moments of real people. We see a man, huddled, covering his face. We see a mother, shielding her child. We see a dog, contorted, still chained to its post. We see lovers locked in a final embrace. They are silent witnesses to the tragedy, their forms conveying the terror and desperation of their last seconds on earth. They tell a story that words cannot fully express. A story of a city and its people, caught between life and death in a single, catastrophic day. Pompeii is more than just a ruin. It's a tomb and a time capsule. Visiting it today is a deeply moving experience. Walking those ancient streets, you can almost hear the echoes of the past, the ghosts of the city. The story of Pompeii serves as a powerful, humbling reminder of the awesome power of nature and the fragility of human life. A once thriving city, erased in an instant, yet preserved for eternity. Thank you for joining us on this journey back in time. If you found this story as fascinating as we do, please like this video and subscribe for more dives into the most incredible stories from our past. See you next time.